right, so let's go head-to-head for the Giants and Colts matchup this weekend. First up, Shaun, and I like this one. Thibodeaux against left tackle Bernhard Ryman from the Colts. Now, in his last 4 games, Thibodeaux has really been coming on strong. 23 tackles, 2 sacks, 4 tackles for a loss. Ryman was a third-round pick out of Central Michigan, where he started out as a tight end and was converted to a tackle. He has given up sacks, though, in 5 of his last 7 games. That can be a bit of a problem if you're Indianapolis. The Giants, however, know his athleticism can be a problem for them.
Yeah, you just kind of got to take it for what they give you. You know, when you have guys who are quick-footed and they have a lot of balance, you got to keep changing it up on him, right? He's really good. He's really athletic. He can move his feet. So I got to keep him. I got to take the fight to him, right? I can't let him dictate the game. I got to keep him playing my game.
At this point in the season, you're now not really a rookie anymore. You're kind of a veteran because we're so many months into it. Are you playing mind games and trying to set guys up now at this stage of the season?
Yeah, exactly. You know, it's not just about playing the players, it's about playing the scheme. So now I'm just trying to use the scheme that we have and to manipulate, you know, what I can do and what I can do against the tackle.
Thibodeaux is really finding a way to mix his strength and his power along with his speed, and those are things that he's going to use against Ryman right here, the other rookie player. So we got rookie versus rookie. You mentioned Thibodeaux is really, his production has really increased, and you could tell that he's getting much more confident in his rushes. He's not just relying on the speed rush. He's using his hands a lot better. He's getting more physical and more powerful, which is perfect because that's one thing that Ryman struggles with. You mentioned the sacks that he's given up. The last 2 games, he's given up a sack to both Khalil Mack and also to Daniil Hunter. Both of the sacks, Paul, came on bull rushes. The thing that shows up on film time and time again is Ryman really struggles to anchor and to stop the bull rush and create that width of that pocket. It kind of collapsed. So I fully expect to see Thibodeaux doing that. The other thing with Ryman is he has 8 penalties this season. So a lot of that is because he's holding on to guys, and as athletic as he is, I saw him on the combine. You mentioned him coming out of Central Michigan. This guy was an unbelievable specimen. He looked like Drago out there on the field, the way he was running around, the way he's built. But he's just a little bit light, and his punch, Paul, comes from down low. All right, offensive linemen, we're always talking about punching like boxers. Ryman punches from down here, which is one of the reasons that gets him in trouble with the penalties and the sacks given up.
Of Giants who have played 8 games this year, only Leonard Williams, Jalen Smith, and Thibodeaux have 0 missed tackles. He's very sound when he hits you. Our other matchup is Jon Feliciano against DeForest Buckner. Now, the Giants are coming off a game against Minnesota where they had a season-high 445 yards of total offense, Shaun. It was a good day for those guys. Buckner is a 2-time Pro Bowl player. He's 3rd amongst defensive tackles this year with 65 tackles and 6th with 8 sacks. He is a very physical presence.
Yeah, he's very different in the length he has. Being super tall and his arm length is ridiculous. So with him, it's all technique. You don't want to be head over toes because he does a good job of doing, he likes to do a large step inside to get you thinking he's going inside and hit an arm over. And with his strength and his length, as soon as you get unbalanced, it's kind of tough to stop.
Jon Feliciano is a veteran, and he knows anytime you're going up against a guy like Buckner, DeForest Buckner has long arms. We call them go-go gadget arms. So you've got to maintain, you know, a great hand leverage. You've got to get your hands on him quick because you don't want a long arm guy kind of pressing you out. But one of the challenges that proposes as an offensive lineman is even if you can stone the guy at the line of scrimmage, you get him blocked, he's got a knack for batting down balls. And I can remember, you know, Chris Canty is somebody that he reminds me of, not just because of wearing the 99, but 6'7", with those long arms. You can bat a lot of balls. You can see right here, look, he's got 8 sacks. The tackles for a loss are big, so that's in the run game. He's doing a great job on 1st and 2nd down as well. But the 18 hits, he's getting a lot of pressure on the quarterback. For Jon Feliciano, obviously, as an offensive lineman, it's, hey, look, we want to run the football 35 times and not throw the ball 45 times. But I think when you look at what Feliciano has done as the season has gone along, he's gotten so much better and more cohesive with his combo blocks in the run game. In the passing game, Paul, the one area that he has struggled a little bit is with the power move. So as much as DeForest Buckner is you know, a tall guy, a rangy guy, he's not 330 pounds. He's not this big, massive load that's just coming down the barrel at you. I think for Jon, The biggest thing that he's going to have to deal with Buckner and with this Colts defensive line is the stunts. That's always a challenge as a center. And Paul, part of it is because you're already a half a yard to yard in front of your guards. So you're on a different level. Anytime you want to pass off a stunt as an offensive line unit, you've got to be on the same level. You want to be a picket fence. So that can be a challenge sometimes for centers because you're already displaced from the guards. But I also think for Feliciano, the one thing that he's got to clean up a little bit, penalties. He's got 3 penalties in the last 2 games.
Right.
So those are the 2 challenges for Feliciano. Pass off the stunts, eliminate the penalties, and I think he'll have a good day against Buckner.
One thing to keep in mind, when the Giants run right behind center, they're averaging 4.8 yards per carry. That is 4th best in the National Football League. Well, that'll do it for this edition of Head to Head.